What's up, NFL fans? We're back at it with another video. Today's video is going to be about the Kansas City Chiefs slowing down Bo Nix and Sean Payton's offense against the Denver Broncos. The first half, the Broncos were marching downfield, were able to capitalize and score touchdowns on a few drives. But second half, you're going to see that the Kansas City Chiefs adjusted to what the Broncos' big flaws are, I guess you can say. But yeah, Kansas City Chiefs did a way better job in the second half in the football game. So with that being said, let's break down the film review and let's have some fun. All right, here we got our first clip. We got about 8 clips for you guys. So let's play the video. Let's play the play. You can see they came up with the blitz, end up with the big sack. So here we're gonna see my corner on top. Looks like he's about to cover whoever this receiver is, right? So it's a pretty good way to disguise a blitz because you normally don't see a cornerback blitzing when he's lined up like this in a cover 2 man or cover 2 stance, or pressed. So right now you can see the hash marks are right here. And these hash marks, I guess there was a college football game play there or high school, so just ignore those hash marks. But you can see the hash marks right there. And you have 2 safeties. One's way outside this hash mark, and the other one is playing like inside of the hash mark. So it could be a cover 3 buzz or a weird cover. I say weird cover 2 because this receiver in the slot, he's more playing in the inside, so you really don't have to be outside of the hash marks, I guess. So if you're Bo Nix, that's what you're kind of reading. He's reading the both safeties and the corners, in my opinion. But what the Broncos don't really account for is a blitzer here. So we're gonna play it just a little bit. So he comes off a blitz, nobody counts for him, and he's up with a huge sack for like a 10-yard loss. So that's a really good job from the Kansas City Chief defense on disguising their blitz. They actually bring a 2 corner man blitz, so he's gonna come off the edge, and then you're gonna have this cornerback coming off the edge as well. A really good disguised blitz from his name is spacing out on me right now, but good job for the defensive coordinator. You also have one big guy dropping back in a little zone coverage. This man right here is gonna drop back and cover around this area as best as he could to his abilities, being about 300 pounds. We're going to see both cornerbacks come. Nobody counts for them. I mean, Garrett Bowles does a good job. I know Broncos country hates this dude, but this dude does a really good job feeling it and actually picking up number 22. So you can see they pick him up, but just that top cornerback that gets in free. Now, that's just a really nice blitz. So hats off to the Kansas City Chief defense for creating like a 2nd and 20 about. Nice job. Now here we got a little miscommunication. Now I think right here, I think this is Nick Bolton. I think he assumed that they were going to play zone coverage. Or maybe they were in zone coverage. But I think, where's my? So what we're gonna have is like a little mesh right here from the, not mesh, little, I don't know what you want to call this route, in route, I guess you can say. But you can see, I want to say this is Nick Bolton. So we're just say this linebacker right here. He thought he was gonna have to switch, and this linebacker right here was gonna have to pick him up. And then the guy who's running in motion, who's running in motion here? Oops. Okay, so the running back goes in motion, okay? So let's kind of redraw it up. This linebacker assumed that they were playing zone, so the switch off was going to be with this guy. So to kind of draw it up better, he was going to watch around this little area. And then he was going to watch around this little area. And then this safety right here, let me mark him. Once the running back swings over this way, then the safety would pick up on him. And then when number 17 goes out here in a motion, he would be guarded by this linebacker. But there was a miscommunication, and the Broncos ended up scoring a touchdown. I hope that made sense. I know there was kind of a lot there, but I'm pretty sure that linebacker assumed it was going to be zone coverage, and he just lets him go. But as you can see from the very jump, let's also talk about nobody's communicating on defense, which is why this happened. Now, you can see my man linebacker, he's communicating with this edge. Oh, snap. He's communicating with his edge rusher. Sorry about that. My dog just keeps barking. But anyway, yeah, he's trying to communicate with his edge rusher, and he's doing it, telling him to motion a little bit inside, close the gap a little bit. But on the back end, nobody here is communicating. Like, absolutely nobody's communicating. Like, everybody's kind of just locked in on the play. Like, I see no communication from anybody. We're going to even snap it just a little bit, just in case we get some communication going. Again, there's a little communication from this linebacker. He's pointing his hand, his right hand out. I don't know what he's pointing at. I don't know what that communication is. So it appears, I don't know. This is just a guess, obviously, at this point. It kind of looks like he's telling the safety to run that way. Run this way to cover this running back. Because if we play it full speed, he's kind of like really not sprinting out. See how he kind of hesitates? I don't know. There's just no communication in the back end. That's why they allowed a touchdown here. I expect the Kansas City Chiefs to clean that up. And we need this linebacker. Or we need one. Oh, crap. We need one of these two guys to sit right here. One of these two guys. Now, I'm assuming it would have to be my linebacker. And you let the safety pick him up. But if you do that, see, this is a lot of film study now. If you do that, I believe this is an in route for a touchdown. But either way, there's a miscommunication regardless. That's the main point of this film clip right here. No communication, little breakdown, and it's a touchdown. So you got to communicate on defense. Whether you're in middle school, high school, college, especially the NFL, always communicate on defense. Be on the same page, and that won't happen. Now here we know the Kansas City Chiefs have a really good run defense. Estime had a kind of decent rushing day, but you're going to see a few times here the Kansas City Chiefs do a really solid job. Notice everybody... Well, by everybody, I mean the interior linemen. Everybody's squared up, even this cornerback. Everybody's squared up. So when everybody's squared up, there's literally no rushing lanes to run through. Your best one for the Broncos might be behind this guy, as that appears to be the biggest hole as the video has paused, obviously. But heck of a job from the linebackers coming up as well, knowing it's going to be a run play. This is a really excellent job stopping this run from the Kansas City Chiefs. This cornerback right here does his job. Really important to do your job as well. His responsibility is to watch the outside so that he doesn't bounce it to the outside. Your responsibility is contain the outside. And he does an excellent job so that there's no cutbacks. So really good job from that cornerback to stay disciplined. Because he could easily, obviously, just see this hole and just bull rush. And I don't want to say bull rush. That's the wrong term. Just coming free without being disciplined. If he did that, like I said, he would plant his right leg and go up the field. So everybody did their part here on this run play. Good job from the Kansas City Chiefs. Notice how he doesn't really pursue it. He just kind of waits, holds contain, forces him back inside, and his teammates are there to help him out. Good job. All right, here we got our next play. Another guy going in motion. Kansas City Chiefs. Nice little trick play from the Broncos, but the Chiefs do a better job on being disciplined and not falling for it. So here now you can see there's more communication on defense. Everybody was more on the same page. You're going to see our guys communicating. And when you communicate on defense, you know what everybody's doing. I'm a huge guy on communication. Like, I think pre-snap is more important than the actual snap itself. We can see that everybody's communicating on defense. They snap the ball. 56 right here. Your job is always as a kind of like an edge rusher is to hold contain. Like don't really pursue it and crash down. Like, that's a no-go. But I do like that he didn't bull rush. That's a star, by the way. My stars are ugly, but I really love that he didn't crash down and stayed contained right here as he's supposed to. Okay, so we'll play just a little bit. Notice how he stays down. And then this guy right here just completely whiffs him. I don't know why he just doesn't block him, but he decides not to block him. So he's still containing, and then he's pursuing to the outside. But you can see he's on that essentially makes the play. Now let's assume he crashes down. Then obviously he has a better lead blocker, and it's a bigger play from the Denver Broncos. So good job, back-to-back plays where the Kansas City Chiefs actually do their job and contain the outside. Now this is Mims. He's a really fast guy, so nonetheless he kind of still gets to the outside. But see how he makes him work just a little bit. Cornerbacks also really, really important that you force the running backs or whoever to go back inside, because you can see all your help is on the inside, obviously. So if you let Mims bounce it to the outside, then obviously it's going to be a harder pursuit angle for all your men to help you out. So with that being said, really good job from this corner also. Pretty much containing the outside also. Forcing Mims to cut it inside. Notice the cornerback kind of playing outside. Mims sees him as well. Does like a little stutter step trying to get something going. Good job from the Kansas City Chiefs. Excellent run Excellent run defense. Now here, if I'm not mistaken, this is a really good delay blitz. I mean, look at this. Man just came in free. So that's what the Kansas City Chiefs did second half. They started blitzing a lot more with man-on-man coverage in the back end, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys coming in hot to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. So we have 7 minus 6, that equals 1, obviously. With that being said, that one rusher ends up getting the sack. So at that point, that's just a numbers game. Everybody has man coverage. I believe everybody's manned up like that. And then I believe he has him. But it's man coverage. Man coverage and an all-out blitz. I'm trying to see what the Broncos maybe could have done differently. I mean, the only thing the Broncos could have done differently is Quinn Miners right here. You have to pick your man up right here. And then Williams would pick up the linebacker, as he does pretty good. He's a really good pass blocker. But this is just not communicating from the offensive line for the Denver Broncos. Snap the ball. One guy comes in free. Williams picks up his blocker. And either way, even if Quinn Miners does pick up that blocker, we still have one free edge rusher coming through this way. So like I said, a really good disguised blitz from, I want to say it's Spags. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on his name. So either way, like I said, if the Broncos pick the blitz up, like I said, you still got one edge rusher coming in free. And nobody's open. This is a really good defense. I like that blitz a lot. Now here we got another run play, I believe. Yeah, we got our little read option. A really good job from 97, not crashing down, doing your part. Really even on a read option here. Even if you hand this ball off, like, there's really no holes for estimate to run to. Like, where do you want to run to? I mean, I guess you can follow him behind, I guess. But you can't do that because you can see, I don't know who this guy is right here, but he already has Pursue in the backfield. But I want to focus on number 97 right here. He doesn't crash down on this read option. By crashing down, I mean he doesn't go play the running back. He stays on Bo Nix. Because Bo Nix does have speed, so they knew that coming into this game. So they pretty much told him on this play, don't go to the running back, just stay on Bo Nix. So you can see he is not going to crash down. Let's draw a big old X there. We're going to snap it. We already snapped it, but we're going to play it just a little bit. As you can see, he has a really good angle on him. Bo Nix is trying to make something happen. That doesn't get juked or nothing and makes the play. That's what, 3 really good run plays, run defenses that we've seen from the Kansas City Chiefs this video. And then right here, this is, I mean, look at the coverage, first of all. They're showing zone coverage, right? He's lined up outside. He's inside the hash mark, outside the hash mark. He's like pressed also. If it was man coverage, he would have him. But he's not really like manned up on him either. Same with this guy. So they're showing zone. Showing zone. And first of all, look at nobody's at the line of scrimmage either other than 4 guys. So we're just going to play it now. You see Justin Reed coming in hot. And just a beautiful blitz. So you're going to see Justin Reed here, number 20 at the bottom. He's going to start coming in hot, as well as he's going to follow him up, and he's going to come in like on a delay blitz as well. And the secondary should shift over. You can see the safety shifting over a little bit. Both these guys start coming down to this, coming down or going to the defense's right side. As obviously they got to do because they're bringing 2 corner blitzes. You got 2 corner blitzes. You have 3 guys on 1 guy. This guy ended up dropping back. So you have 3 guys against 1 guy down here. Really beautiful delay blitz. The corners also, I believe his responsibility is just get whoever runs the outside route. So it would be this man who ends up getting the outside route, and he gonna come inside. And then this guy would get the inside guy. So he would kind of meet up with him. And then as well as because he has to run all the way down the field, like 30 yards downfield. Maybe not 30, but he has to run at least 15 yards. You're going to see number 32. He's going to shift over here as well to kind of fill the void. That way he can catch up to his man that he's supposed to cover. So you can notice how he helps him out a little bit. But it's just that blitz gets there way too fast as well. So we can see the Kansas City Chiefs knew that the Broncos struggled against the blitz. So second half, they started bringing the blitz a lot more. Just really, really beautiful. So as you can see, the Kansas City Chiefs really did a really good job adjusting to the Broncos from the first half to the second half. The Kansas City Chief defense is really disciplined. They on run plays, everybody does their job, and they contain the outside. They square up, so it's harder to cut back for the running backs. For the read option, you can see number 97 didn't crash down, did an excellent job pursuing Bo Nix. Bo Nix is low-key pretty fast, so that's a good job from the defensive coordinator to realize that. But as well as bringing in blitzes, some really beautiful blitzes also. Like they brought in a safety and a cornerback, and they shifted the defenses over. Not shifted the defense, shifted the secondary over to that side so that nobody gets open. A lot of delay blitzes. You had 7 guys coming in hot against 6 blockers, so 1 guy's going to come in free. So really good job disguising the blitzes in the second half, which allowed the Broncos to ultimately get 0 points in the second half, and the Chiefs ended up winning this ball game. So hopefully you guys like this video. If so, like and subscribe. There's going to be a lot more to come. Thanks for watching. Peace. I'm out.